Welcome back to
Real Monster
World.
I mean,
fell asleep.
I like how they finally get rid of like the background for this, and they put him back. We see it fully now.
Well, now we
Jesus
got.
Christ! It's Jason Bourne.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was getting from this scene.
Now we got budget. Now there's movement. It's the end of the game, so they're going all out, and I love it. The ramp up, the momentum this game has. This is the good shit.
He really didn't want the Bureau following him.
No, he wasn't hiding from them. He was hiding from
Oh,
us.
was that the take you wanted to go for with that? Okay.
That was a really weird take. Not hearing it again.
Right when he was supposed to have died, the ministry had a hand.
Yeah, it is. It is. The story overall in the game is just so weird because it's like in a lot of ways it's kind of very basic and just kind of placeholder for the rest of the game. But then on the other hand, there's a lot of like important themes and interesting like plot threads and like twists that they do. But then also like the non-announcer scripting is just kind of very. It's like there's nothing really super special about the scripting overall. It's kind of like, oh, it's just regular dialogue. Like it's like nothing that stands out.
I think it's also a testament and a credit to the comedic timing of the voice actors for the announcers. Is that they have all these other actors that are giving us lines like these, which they're fine. Like I'm not saying this game, I bet worse voice acting. Just there are questionable takes among the other ones. Versus in the announcers, it's pure solid gold, and like that stuff was from them. That was from them just talking to themselves. There's very minimal scripting for that type of dialogue in this game. Versus the plot's probably to the line scripted out. And then initially to be scripted probably in Japanese at that.
And when even that, it's not like the cast in this game is like bad or lower tier. It's like they have a top tier cast. They've got Steve Bloom, they got Jim Ward, they got Kate Higgins.
It's everyone in an anime. All the anime people.
It's everybody in like Sega's like it's everybody in a like I think this was recorded in Studiopolis.
So yeah, this is the Sega. So it's all the Sonic people.
Yeah.
Well, they're silver. So yeah, you're right.
Done.
And yeah, this is where all the plot twists get broken out. We find out.
To this game, like it's trying to do its best to keep the story out of the gameplay in that whole arcade spirit, but you also gotta let it just go completely off the rails once you get to that part.
Though the weird thing is though, it's like they have pretty much to set up the entirety of the plot, like the beginning half, and then by the time we get to finish up the haunted area, that's where all the plot twists happen.
Yeah, it's pretty much like you get that stuff. You get that dump at the beginning, and then like halfway through, like once this guy gets introduced, you get like all the stuff with all the virus stuff and getting locked up. And thing is, going back and re-going through and editing through this game, especially once it gets to the end, after everything that's happened this past year, made it really uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
Considering literally the plot of this, like the early part of this game is about, spoiler alert, these guys setting off a virus and then wanting to create a vaccine in order to profit off of it, and locking all of these people down here in order to profit up their entertainment. And it's like,
well, that's just to the credit of how evil actual real life fucking evil is, because Evil Dead is plot similar too, where it's all about vaccine manufacturing for profit. But goodness, way to go, Mad World. Way to stay poignant and always staying topical with our current and ever-changing times.
Assholes couldn't if they wanted to.
Let's hope you're right.
And now we get the whole plot twist with Jack.
According to what you told us,
right here.
They're just running the games.
You get a second fold. You get that, like you said, that initial, it would be the second, I guess, info dump. So the initial twist, and it already kind of gets your feet wet. You're like, oh wow, characters and plot, like cool, but I'm still gonna keep murdering stuff. And then you're at this point where it's like, oh, BT dubs, like viruses, timelines, alternate realities, and you're like, wait, what? I missed the part where Kingdom Hearts opened up in the middle of this game. Like,
Well,
sorry, I missed it. Could you, TiVo, please rewind 15 minutes?
Well, that's what they love about the West. They just run the games.
Like, sorry, I missed it. Could you, TiVo, please rewind 15 minutes? Like, sorry, I missed it. Could you, TiVo, please rewind 15 minutes?
I mean, well, we already have like reincarnation with the Black Barons. So
Yeah.
Newsflash for you.
That's funny. Like I like
And
how
I
there
love-
are
I
just
love
those
this
things
line.
that don't really make sense there,
This
but
planet of
I did love that line there.
Okay, Jack. Okay.
That I got news to break to you. We're all evil,
I'm not gonna
all of
promise
us.
you the answers you
well,
want,
hey,
but
like I
here's
said,
something
shit, that's
you
deep,
can
man.
afford.
And I mean, it makes
All
sense
sorts
because
of shit set up for these
he is
guys.
doing this again.
Find out the
Even though he
story
doesn't
behind
really
it.
care about it.
I'm
He is
already
evil in his
way
own way.
ahead of you. One thing's for sure. There's no way they built that place after taking over the city. They must have been working on it in secret for months.
casino, like what? Yeah, like what's the point of having this casino when nobody has like the money? Nobody's gonna actually like use it for like what it's like for a casino. It's pretty much just it's just another prop to fight in.
Operations like
Yeah,
that.
they had to set it up for it because this is the final boss area.
Of course it does.
This is
how can you say it wasn't made with Sega in mind when they literally ended in a casino level? Like I
Somewhere.
I feel it's more of a Nightmare Before Christmas. Like, we don't really know who made it, but but I'd say
There's the other thing, Leah. It's like why does Eggman make casinos when it's like who is gonna gamble and like
The chipmunks.
actually use it for the point of like what? No, you're the only reason you're building casinos is for aesthetics and all this shit, and it's like you never like there's no reason, like there's no actual reason for you to build the casino because nobody's gonna actually use it for what a casino is supposed to be.
maybe
They
he
want-
programs the robots with a inherent gambling addiction.
Or I mean, in this case, it's more like I guess they wanted like, oh yeah, there's the little
Champion. I wonder who it is. Well, I mean, too, like the first time I played
It's
it, I
blue.
literally didn't know. I didn't know who it would be. So when we did find out who it is, I did squee a bit.
Yeah,
I was
but,
like, ah!
this I think
makes
the entire
sense.
I think for this game, oh yeah, the bumpers do bounce
That's
people off
great.
the wall, which is amazing.
Thank you, Sonic.
But no, I was gonna say.
I rest my
I
case.
guess for this in the context of Mad World, they built a casino level for the fact that they're like, let's make the final like boss at like the champion area this big spectacle for the final player to go.
And to be fair, like you get a very big Vegas vibe, even like with the whole. We'll see it later on, spoiler, but the boxing ring, big Vegas fight night. I mean, now in COVID world, we're not getting one of those for a while. Now it's just Fight Island and shit like that. But I mean, they're going for the big spectacle and not to continuously beat a dead horse after it's already been pulverized into dust. But I mean, it stands to the testament that what do you associate with that capitalistic upper class, frivolous gambling, entertainment, and all that stuff. So I mean, it makes sense that like the death game would have its final match with the champion like in a Vegas inspired strip. Even though like isn't this more like a northeast, like we started in like a Manhattan like island really, but they brought a little bit of the Vegas desert into the island for the death match.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, well,
it was. I think it was either between this or just like a Broadway area. But let's be honest, if you chose between the two, I'm pretty sure casino level is way more big as a final area.
and then of course you have the whole typical final level of just all the enemies are just kind of repeats of the enemies you've fought in throughout the game.
Yeah.
It's
I think-
graduation. It's like a boss rush, but of all the enemies.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
The bonk, boink, boink.
Oh, that's so good. And then
And-
into a spike,
Yeah,
a
I-
giant spiky tire wheel, like that's some chef.
I think but I think I was gonna say I think if you bounce them between like bumpers like that, I think eventually they just get electrocuted by like the bumper.
Yeah, that's right.
That's cool.
Yeah, because I don't think I was paying attention that I heard like electric noise and I'm like, where did that come from? It's like, oh, they got electrocuted by the bumper.
Yeah, it's just I think it's just prevent you from getting infinite points. But I mean, it's funnier in context of the game. They're like, okay, this is getting annoying. Kill him, please.
Like, could you
And
please die?
crush.
Jack is a little busy, deadly virus and all that.
That's human garbage.
I still love the line that they say where it's about burning a hobo, and it's like, yeah, but that one burning hobo keeps 3 hobos. Well, it's like, oh, the net benefit to all the hobos.
Oh, the deadly roulette wheel.
Whee.
I wish you were able to. I wish there was an actual like roulette minigame where you can bet points. Like throw a body in there and the head becomes like the point system.
Oh shit, yeah, or like even
Honestly, that could have been such a-
pinball-y type part out here.
dude, that could have been such a cool mechanic for the final, especially for going for a casino. You bet points and like you play a bunch of these mini games to get higher points.
Yeah. So basically, just it would be a Casinopolis.
Yeah.
And what was it? Because I got the bloodbath challenge for this level is just a human dart. It's just man darts again.
Oh yeah, slice them up. Put someone on there.
Wait, well, because there's like Asia Land level where it's like where you could put like people in the food set. You put people in the burner and then you like give them to the thing and then they end up getting fed.
Oh wait, there is a minigame.
Bravo.
Wait,
We were talking shit.
Yeah,
Didn't
no.
even know.
I didn't know. I never had that happen.
It isn't really a mini game. All it is just like, oh, if you get like a piece of body that falls from that like slicer goes onto the thing, and it's like, oh, if it lands, you might get more points. So you can't really like bet or anything. It's more so just kind of like, oh, maybe something happens. So
Also, okay. I was gonna say that life up is in a very bad position. Oh, yeah, and I think they give you like a lot of weapons for this area. Like, I don't think there's. Like, I think most of the points, just progress points you get are just for weapons. I don't think you get much anything else.
It also feels like it also felt like one of the smaller, shorter levels. Like, it didn't feel like for the final level, like especially after right after Area 66, it didn't feel as long as I would have thought as the final level. Like, I actually had a pretty easy time with it.
But I think that's also because
the game can't end at Area 66 because this level could also feels very transient. Like you could very easily put this, between level 5 and level 6, and just at least level wise without the same boss, and you'd get a good feel of it in that location too. Because even like size wise, this feels less maze like than the Area 66 area was. I mean, and I love. To be fair, with this area's design, with how saturated games are with casino areas, this is a pretty cool looking casino area with the whole covered sky that how the strip actually is. I think this is actually a pretty neato casino level.
Yeah. I mean, you just last part you just brought up Persona, and it's like, oh, where's Whims of Fate? Where's Whims of Fate playing? And then I just realized, holy shit, the level right before this was the space level.
Oh god.
Persona 5 just stealing from Mad World.
Well, no, Stefan, it's the other way around. Mad World clearly saw Persona 5's homework, and Persona 5 was like, sure, you can copy, but make sure you change a few things so no one knows you're cheating. And so Mad World's like, I got you, I'm gonna do it in black and white. But then Persona 5's like, I guess that's okay, it's not red and black, so continue.
Well, also, Persona 5 took so long to make, I wouldn't imagine that they came up with the ideas, then Mad World came out first.
What if we're, hitting, a hidden design vein that, just part of the... We're like, you remember Mad World? Yes. What if we...
I was gonna say, yeah. They probably also just, took the ideas, because, again, Mad World sold okay. Sold well for a Platinum game, but sold okay overall. Just in terms of industry. Because unless your name is Bayonetta, Platinum games don't sell well.
Or Nier.
Or Nier. I forget Nier. Yeah, I forget. Yeah, I always forget Nier is technically a Platinum game.
Nier is getting a second try. It's getting a wholly reworked combat system. Y'all need to watch out. Nier is about to make you cry your eyeballs out.
Kevin Goldenbolt, a bit ago since we recorded this, so he was like on Twitter, he was like, oh, Persona 5 gets all this attention online, and Nier is like treated as this kind of more obscure thing, but in actuality Nier sold better than both Persona 5 and Royal combined.
Whoa.
So it's like,
I was gonna say, I think it's
like
Nier.
I'm pretty sure it's like 5 million units, so it's like, it's sold like shit crazy.
Holy
I was gonna say, Nier I think it was the most successful Platinum game
of all time. Both Bayonettas combined haven't sold as much
are we
as
talking about
Automata.
Nier Gestalt, or are we talking about Nier Automata?
Automata. Well, Automata's the only one Platinum made.
I'm sorry, but I wasn't putting everything together, but because you kept saying
we were talking about Platinum, so it's like.
But we were also talking about Persona 5, so in comparison, so I thought we were comparing.
Honestly, the reason why I didn't say it is because in the previous recording I kept saying Automata wrong. I kept saying Near Automata, and I didn't want to screw it up again by accident. So I just kept saying Near. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about. I didn't want to say it again by accident.
Whatever.
Oh right, I forget this one introduced the motorcycle enemies like in the normal levels.
Well, no, the motorcycle enemy was in the Asia world. Remember?
Were they in Asia world?
Yeah, he was in the Asia world, and he like
Jam.
came up, and it was very Akira. Like we made an Akira reference.
Gosh,
Did we make an Akira reference, or did the game make an Akira reference and we pointed it out?
Yeah, that's probably what we did. Like,
I was
the
like, it's
Akira
been so
reference wasn't
long.
as obvious. Yeah.
I can't remember. It's been so long.
Yeah. I don't blame you I don't blame you for not remembering because that was literally a year ago. So yeah. So I don't blame you for not remembering anything.
I
that you
love
said.
our new FTCR shtick of doing playthroughs over time because time is relative. So fuck it. Like we can do part one in one timeline and then just fuck it up and wait for 12 cataclysmic world events to occur before we do another part.
Oh right.
All three sessions of this LP were recorded in 3 different years. The first session was at the end of 2019. The second one was the beginning of 2020, and this is now beginning of 2021.
Bravo.
Which I mean, to be fair, to kind of defend myself slightly, there were
No.
2 reasons.
There's
There
no
were
need
2
to.
reasons why this LP took so long, which I explained in the first couple parts, which is that your audio was lost and also
I died.
Gareth leaving.
Apparently.
Yeah, you died, and Gareth also died. So it's like, but both of those things kind of made me be like, do I want to finish this LP? But I'm like, no, I want to finish this LP, and I finally got off my ass and did it.
Bravo. I mean, I know that feeling. I still have like a whole backlog of just playthroughs I would love to do, but you know, life.
But at least those haven't actually started recording.
Yeah,
so
like
it's like you could use those whenever you want, but it's like once you've started recording something, it's like, oh, it'll always be. Thankfully, I think the funniest thing people are gonna see this a couple parts ago, but there's a funny thing where like we made a reference to you made a reference to Persona 5 Royal coming out soon, and I put timely LOL, and then literally right after that we say I can't wait for the next Sonic game to come out, and I put timeless LOL.
It's always timeless.
It's like
and we're
Sonic
still talking about
always
Persona
timeless.
5.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
But then again, it's only because Persona 5 is the new Persona 4, so now we get all the spin-offs and other things of it and all the cameos until the next Persona game comes out, and then everything will be, wow, I can't believe Persona 6 invented salsa music. It's like, yep.
God.
Yeah, but by the time this part comes out, Strikers will be out. So
Yeah.
By the time this is up, Persona 6 will be out, and my joke will be awful.
They announced Persona 6 by the time this recording goes up.
yes.
Greetings, 2034 audience.
2034.
It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a trick-ass
I forget if there was any unique thing
Yikes.
about Mandarts. About Mandarts 2.
2, the sequel.
Mandart 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I think I was standing right here when I got the challenge, so I literally started it immediately.
Come on now, pimps and players. Y'all know you love the black.
Oh, this makes it even funnier thinking about what happens at later, like at the end of this level.
Even the Baron's all up in his self-deprecating humor, his attempts at humor.
Of course, when it comes to pimping and pain, the only G's who gets a shot at Mandarts 2
I don't think there's anything different about Mandarts 2 compared to Mandarts 1.
I think it's just slightly harder because you got more enemies to.
That's just
deal
classic
with
Hollywood,
that are trying
isn't
to
it?
hurt you.
What the? Oh, hell no! Go.
And he's still breathing.
I'm not dead.
It's like, I don't think so. I think that's a post-mortem nerve twitches just kind of happens.
With all the noises coming out.
Are the bowels vacated? I don't think so.
And swing and a miss.
No.
I like how they even laugh at you when you miss.
Strike 2.
Can we go for a strike 3?
No. You can't do that. You can't do like a super move attack on me.
So you do know that with Mandarts, you're not supposed to be the Mandart, right? Just wanted to make sure that the game was clear about that.
And I
I
love
missed.
the ragdoll though.
0 points.
You're supposed to hit them at the
Oh,
board. Oh,
Oh, I got a
shit.
bullseye though.
Talk shit. Get hit.
Wait, what's going on?
Well, every time you kill all the enemies, then new enemies
does
spawn
it-
in.
I don't. I was like, wait, what's going on?
Oh, I'm on fire. Although it's okay, fire doesn't matter.
Does reloading more men cost time? Like, is there some moment where
No,
you
no,
don't have-
it doesn't. Yeah, no, it's just the game is basically just pause to reload, but I think the timer stays the same.
Yeah.
See, I could see, especially for Mandarts 2 being, you know, all of the hype and praise Mandarts 1 was given, that they could probably have upped the stakes by having it to where, by having you lose a bit of time with with reload of men, to have you maximize the amount of points you get per man, because you wouldn't want, like,
Oh no, but
to
that's
waste the time.
Okay, that's the other gimmick. They bring in other enemies too.
Yeah, it's a lot harder to hit people because you're distracted by trying to defend yourself because they're like they're attacking you so much more often.
Oh my! Any attack you during the cutscene.
Yeah, so the camera like twitched because it's like, wait, where do I move?
And you stun them, and 4.
5, 15.
I don't know how darts actually work score-wise. I just know you're supposed to throw the spiky things at the sticky board.
Also, I don't know what having the nails on... Wouldn't having the nails on the baseball bat, like, make it, like, harder to smack them?
Yes, but that's not how this game works.
That's fair. Of all the things to question, that's what I'm gonna come. Hey, to wait a minute. The physics on that bat don't make no sense.
Or maybe it's supposed to prevent it. Maybe the nails are just like supposed to help it to not break easily. Because you gotta
No,
remember, I think this is a wooden bat that they're using. So
Yeah, it is a wooden bat.
No, the point of putting nails into a bat is so that when you swing it at someone, it gets stuck as fuck in their skin and it hurts them, dude.
oh
Like,
come on, they didn't even count the last one.
Make that Greg grovel before you pop him.
Like even spoiler alert. Even Negan's bat ended up being destroyed at like eventually. So it's like it's not like they're indestructible by putting the knives
I mean,
on it.
but neither are these bats, but yet they last longer.
Yeah.
Because let's be
Well,
honest,
here
these
we
guys are
go.
wearing like body armor and stuff. That bat would break in an instant.
So this is the part
Why
where
does he care? Why does he care? He's not on
Yeah,
our
like
side
I
anymore.
don't. That's one thing I found weird. Is like, wait, he's still talking to us even though after we, destroyed our thing with him. And yeah, how is he still talking to us when we destroyed our earpiece with him?
Don't worry about it, man.
he had another one installed.
I'm surprised he didn't just change it over to the other girl that Jack's talking to. I forgot her name.
He's well, yeah, it did, which would make sense. It's probably just like a game thing that they didn't switch over to like the right navigator. That's the word.
Until we falling out, breaking along, we out of control, we down the road. Y'all wanna get it up, then let me know. If we can put it on blast and tell it. Until we falling out, breaking along, we out of control, we down the road. Y'all wanna get it up, then let me know. If we can put it on blast and tell it. They say